Hello, welcome back. So this week I'm in Malaysia, and today I've flown over to Langkawi with my family, and I've just managed to break off. I've come to the beach and I'm gonna try and do some landscape photography. So this is what I'm looking at currently. Absolutely beautiful, and the sun is currently setting, and I'm walking over some wet rocks. So I'm going to get a move on and get my camera set up. So I will be back with you shortly. Okay, so now I'm down on the headland at the beach. Light is fading very, very quickly here. We're pretty much into blue hour, missed sunset, but it is totally clouded over. So there wasn't really too much of a sunset to watch. So I'm just trying out a few different compositions here. And I think I have just about found one that I'm happy with. We're just looking out to sea here and looking out to this rather nice little island. So I'm going to get this one finished up because I'm kind of balanced on a few rocks here. So I'll catch up with you guys in a moment. Okay, so we're all done down at the beach now. Apologies for the lack of filming down there. It was a little bit difficult with the changeable conditions. I was really trying to get an image out of this, and as we turned up a little bit late for the sunset, didn't have much time to actually get a composition in while doing the filming at the same time. But I think I have got a pretty nice blowout image that I'm happy with, and it took me a little while to find the composition that I was looking for, at least I was hoping for. But I think I got there in the end. I'm not sure if it's a keeper or not until I've actually got back to the computer and looked at the images, but we'll see. So I'm gonna head back off now and get some food, so I'll see you guys shortly. Okay, so back down at the beach. It's now the following day to last night's shoot, and I'm nearly tripping over a rock. So I'm back down on the beach and at the same location as I was last night. We've got a slightly different composition set up this time, and I'm much happier with this one, and we're getting a nice sunset going on right now. And the composition I've got is just right here, just looking down this nice sort of crack in the rocks and up to the sunset with the lovely island in the background. So what I'm doing currently is I'm just kind of waiting for the waves to come in and out, and just waiting for the right one really. I may already have the one that I'm going to use in the final image, but I'm just waiting for waves to come into this sort of little inlet here. The waves kind of come up here and then splash out the top. So I'm just waiting for that. Settings wise, I'm shooting at f14 ISO 50 just to bring the shutter speed down a little bit. I wasn't here particularly early once again for the sunset, so I just kind of chucked it on ISO 50 so I didn't have to fiddle about with filters. And yeah, so f14 ISO 50, and then my median exposure, so right in the middle on the light meter, is coming in at 0.5 a fifth of a second at the moment. And what I'm doing is I'm actually bracketing 3 images either side of that, so 7 images in total. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bracket those together to get a full dynamic range image. I don't have any ND filters at the moment, so that is going to work the best for me. So I'm going to finish this image off now, and I may just try and get one more composition in before I leave here, because the sunset is looking really nice. And I think once that sun does dip down behind the horizon, it could look really colourful in the sky. So I will crack on with this, and I'll see you at the next image. Okay, so I am pretty much done here out on the rocks. The sunset's pretty much over, and I don't think we're going to see too much more this evening. It has clouded over a little bit as well, so I think I'm going to call it a day. However, I did get one more image in, and I honestly forgot to get the camera out while I was over there setting it up. But here it is. Okay, so here's the image. You can see my settings on screen there, f14 once again, and then this was the median exposure, sort of right slap back in the middle, is 1.6 seconds, and I have taken brackets as well, as you can see that lovely glow from behind that island there, and then the nice blue sky, and that was it really. You'll notice that is the exact same composition that I did last night. I don't know if I showed you guys that image while I was out taking it. Obviously you won't have seen it in this video because I'm not going to show it. Like I said last night, I wasn't sure if it was a keeper or not, but this is definitely going to replace that one, and I'm really happy with it this time. We've got some nice wave action coming in the foreground, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the one that I've just shown you and then sort of mask in another sky. And just while we're speaking here, I can notice, oh, there's a lovely bit of pink coming in the sky right over there. So I think I'm going to see if I can find another image just very quickly. So I'll be back in a sec. Okay, so done at the beach. That little bit of pink in the sky literally lasted for a few seconds, but I did manage to get it on an image. This is probably going to be one I'll have to look out on the computer, but I think I'm pretty happy with it actually. So we've got a pretty good number of images there. So we've got 2 or 3 really nice images, and it was just an awesome sunset. I'm looking forward to getting back home and having a look at those. So now what I'm going to do is I'm heading off, as I did last night, to get a bit of tea. And that's going to be all for this trip. And the next stop will be Bali. So stay tuned. See ya. The sun's not even above the horizon just yet. I think we've still got another few minutes until we do that, but I'm continuing on here shooting my bracket.